There we go. Aloha and mahalo for joining us as we start every Keiki Time with Aunty Pua. Please be advised of the following by clicking the link and participating in our live session.
What?
We are going to be displaying ourselves on the computer for our social networking possibilities. If you do not want your face to be displayed, turn off your video, except for the Ching kids. Remember, your mom said you can't turn the video off anymore.
Yes, we remember, Auntie.
All right, so let's start. Welcome to Keiki Time with Aunty Pua. I am Aunty Pua, and we're getting ready to have some fun with the Sandwich Island Social Network. Now, every time we have our Keiki Time, we start with our signature song, ʻŌlelo.
I have my gift out.
All right, if you want to play with me, you go right on ahead. I want to welcome you all. And if you know your hula movements to ʻŌlelo, please do them. I would love to see you do the motions and be cool because you are the children of Hawaii, okay? So we're going to start in
Are we doing the vamp twice?
We'll do the vamp only one time, okay?
Okay.
All right, in 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, ʻŌlelo. Na puo Hawaii, ʻŌlelo. Na keiki hoʻokani, ʻŌlelo. Na alaka inani olie na mako. Now in English, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we are, the children of Hawaii. Here we are, the merry music makers. Here we are, the leaders of tomorrow. Come along and join in our song. Okay, hanaho from the top. One more time. I love the energy you're singing. All right, in 4, 3, 2, 1. ʻŌlelo, na puo Hawaii, ʻŌlelo, na keiki hoʻokani, ʻŌlelo, na alaka inani olie na mako. In English, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we are, the children of Hawaii. Here we are, the merry music makers. Here we are, the leaders of tomorrow. Come along and join in our song. Now, olie na mako. Olie na mako. Oh, that was excellent. And little one, excellent thing. You are getting that down so easily. Too easily, right? That was excellent. All right, so let's move on. Why is this here? I don't know. Let's talk about our navaivai, our values. We're going to talk about the term imi na'uau. Imi na'uau, this one doesn't have a long explanation. It basically just means to seek wisdom. What is wisdom? Who knows what wisdom is? Wisdom is to get something in your brain, some smartness, some good stuff, right? And that's what imi na'uau means. And that is a very important value because if you don't seek out that wisdom, you don't have anything in your brain, right? I'm just and our ʻŌlelo Noʻeau today, our Hawaiian proverb for today. I want you to say it with me. After I say it, then we're going to go over it, and I want you to say it with me. So, ʻaʻohe mālama pau I ka ʻiole. Say ʻaʻohe mālama pau E,
Ko.
E,
ka,
ka,
e, ka. The last word
Ka.
is iole. Say iole.
iole,
Iole is a rat. So what
Iole.
a'ohemalama pau ikaiole means says if you don't take care of your possessions, they will be taken by the rats.
the
That
rat,
means take care of all your stuff. All of your stuff that you have, keep them clean and in good working order. Don't try to break them. Keep them clean, or else they're only good enough for rats, right?
my mom says you have to show me that you're responsible so I can get you good things.
Yes. When you have nice things, aren't you proud of those nice things? That's why you have to keep them nice. And don't abuse them. Be very careful with them. All righty. So we're going to, like I said last week, we're going to talk about our ali'i wahine. Ali'i means someone of royalty, and wahine is what? Anybody know what wahine is?
Lady,
That means a lady, a woman. Yes. So, like I promised last week, we are going to talk about one of my favorite ali'i. Her name is Princess Kaʻiulani.
Aloha mai ʻoukou.
Oh, you might want to turn your volume up for this one.
Today, let's learn a little bit about what would have been our next queen.
Wait,
of
hold
Hawaii
on.
had
Let's
the
stop.
overthrow
I'm going to
of
stop
our
it really quick because I'm going to turn the volume on this, okay? We're going to turn the volume up on this. Just to make sure you guys can hear.
I'm trying to get a good angle so you guys can see my cat.
What happened?
Angle.
What happened, little one? Are you getting a reflection? Is that the problem?
No, I just want you guys to see my cat.
So I want to ask all of you, since I'm changing this here, I'm changing the volume so we can hear better on this video. Have any of you been practicing your helu, your numbers?
Mm-mm.
No, how come?
We forget.
You
I
forget.
was busy.
You were
busy.
everybody's
We were
busy.
all busy.
Stop it, Will. You're silly. You know you're silly.
Yeah, we were busy, you know,
Doing
taking
homework.
naps, doing
Doing
free
homework?
time.
Yep.
What homework?
I have Kumon.
It's summer break.
Well,
Oh, they
to
have
do
tutoring.
which is like math and reading. I have to do my
Tutoring.
workbook and I have to read. And I'm already on 5th grade math. And I'm only 4th grade.
That's very good, though. We need to do more of that. We need to have more practice at reading. You know why? Because you're going to need it in your whole life. Be good at reading.
That's a cute cat. Where did you get that
Hi,
cat?
kitty, kitty. There's the kitty.
Little one, where did you get that kitty?
At a shelter.
Oh, she's a shelter kitty.
It was
Oh.
love at first sight. It was literally love at first sight.
I don't blame you. She looks adorable.
I've always wanted a cat, but my mom's allergic.
That's okay. You can have other pets. You don't always have to have a cat.
2 dogs. Maybe in the future I'll have my own cat.
Maybe. That's something to look forward to. You got to work for it. Okay. All right, Keikis, what we're going to do, we're going to go through our video of Kaʻiulani, okay? Let's get that going. We're going to talk about our beautiful wahine.
Aloha mai ʻoukou, and mahalo for joining me. Today, let's learn a little bit about what would have been our next queen of Hawaii had the overthrow of our nation not taken place, and that is Princess Victoria Kaʻiulani Kawekiu Lunalilo Kalaninui Ahila Palapa Cleghorn, fondly known as Princess Kaʻiulani. Princess Victoria Kaʻiulani Kalaninui Hila Palapa was born on October 16, 1875, in Honolulu, Oahu. Her uncle, David La'amea Kalakaua, was king at the time. She was the daughter of Archibald Scott Cleghorn of Scotland and Princess Miriam Likelike Kekauluohi Keahela Palapa Kapili. She was named after her aunt Kaʻiulani, who passed away young, and after Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom. Her Hawaiian name, Kaʻiulani, literally translates to the highest point in heaven.
Boy, what happened? There we go.
On the day of her christening, Princess Ruth Ke'elikolani Ke'anolani Kanahoahua stood as her godmother. Her godfather was her uncle, King Kalakaua. She was gifted the estate Ainaho by her godmother, Princess Ruth, where she would live her earliest years with her family. Kaʻiulani was very close to Princess Ruth, as her connection to the old Hawaiian traditions and ways that Princess Ruth practiced every day. Kaʻiulani was an active and athletic young woman. She enjoyed horseback riding and was an accomplished surfer and swimmer. Kaʻiulani also danced hula, sang, and played the ukulele. Unfortunately, in 1887, Kaʻiulani's mother, Princess Likelike, passed away after suffering from a mysterious illness. No one knows what the illness was, and this was very devastating for Kaʻiulani. In her own words, she said, "I idolized my mother. She was charming, very brilliant, very happy and sunny. We worshipped each other." In 1889, at the age of 13, and with the assistance of famous author Robert Louis Stevenson, Kaʻiulani and her half-sister Annie traveled to England, where they would be enrolled at Great Harraden Hall in Northamptonshire. She was an excellent student and studied hard in mathematics, Latin, literature, German, French, and also excelled in sports like tennis and cricket. Kaʻiulani was also a very accomplished painter. However, she was only supposed to stay in England for 1 year. She ended up staying for 4. While she was away from Hawaii, there was much turmoil in the government. Her godfather, King Kalakaua, passed away in 1891, and her aunt Liliuokalani became the queen. Queen Liliuokalani immediately named Kaʻiulani as the heir to the throne of Hawaii. Only 2 short years later, the queen would be overthrown and imprisoned, and the monarchy of the nation of Hawaii was no more. Kaʻiulani found out by telegram on January 30th, 1893. She made a statement to the British press that said, "4 years ago, at the request of Mr. Thurston, then a Hawaiian cabinet minister, I was sent away to England to be educated privately and fitted to the position which, by the Constitution of Hawaii, I was to inherit. For all these years I have patiently and in exile striven to fit myself for my return this year to my native country. I am now told that Mr. Thurston will be in Washington asking you to take away my flag and my throne. No one tells me even this officially. Have I done anything wrong, that this wrong should be done to me and my people? I am coming to Washington to plead for my throne, my nation, and my flag. Will not the great American people hear me? She boarded a ship on its way to the United States. When she arrived, she made a statement to the U.S. press. 70 years ago, Christian America sent over Christian men and women to give religion and civilization to Hawaii. Today, 3 of the sons of those missionaries are at your capital asking you to undo their father's work. Who sent them? Who gave them the authority to break the Constitution which they swore they would uphold? Today, I, a poor, weak girl, with not one of my people with me, and all these Hawaiian statemen against me, have the strength to stand up for the rights of my people. Even now I can hear their wail in my heart, and it gives me strength and courage, and I am strong. Strong in the faith of God, strong in the knowledge that I am right, strong in the strength of 70 million people who in this free land will hear my cry and will refuse to let their flag cover dishonor to mine. She had impressed many in the press with her elegance and grace, as well as her education. But there was also other members of the press who were enemies of Hawaii and wrote many negative things about her. As she traveled through the United States during this time, the President of the United States, Grover Cleveland, heard of her and invited her to the White House for an informal meeting. Both the President and the First Lady liked Kaʻiulani so much, and after hearing her concerns about the overthrow in Hawaii, President Cleveland stopped annexation proceedings and sent Minister James Blount to investigate the happenings in Honolulu. Despite the Blount report showing the illegality of the actions of the Big Five, the U.S. Congress would not restore the crown to the Queen. Kaʻiulani was disappointed. She remained in Europe for the next few years. In 1894, the Republic of Hawaii was established. This seemed to cast a shadow of sadness over Kaʻiulani. It began to wear down her health. She suffered from migraine headaches and eye problems. She returned to Hawaii in 1897, but her health continued to get worse. In 1898, she became engaged to Prince David Kaʻiulani. That same year, Hawaii became annexed and a territory of the United States. During the annexation ceremony, all of Hawaii's royals and leaders of Hawaiian political parties wore funeral clothing and gathered at Washington Place, Queen Liliʻuokalani's home, in protest of this illegal action. That same year, while she was horseback riding on the island of Hawaii, Kaʻiulani got caught in a storm. She became sick, and that illness developed into pneumonia. She was returned to Oahu, but she never recovered. She passed away on March 6, 1899. She was only 23 years old. She was laid to rest next to her family at the Royal Mausoleum at Mauna Ala in Nu'uanu Valley, Oahu.
I've been at the mausoleum.
Kalamai, I had to unmute myself. So that was a little bit of...
I've been to the mausoleum.
How long was that?
I have no idea. Probably
Must have
about...
been long.
Not that long. It was about 15, 20 minutes, but
That was an interesting story to learn.
yes, Princess Kaʻiulani, she would have been our next queen if
Of
we were
Hawaii.
still a nation. Yes, if Hawaii was still a
Is it
nation.
Oahu?
She was born in Oahu.
Sad. It's sad
I've
when they
been
sent
there
the
lots of
missionaries.
Yes, it is. And she lived in a time when everything was changing in Hawaii. And when Queen Liliuokalani got on the throne, she immediately said, Princess Kaʻiulani, my niece, is going to be the next queen. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. And what was that, little one?
And it was really sad when she was imprisoned in her own home. Imagine
Yes.
like people saying, okay, stay in the hottest room of your house, and you're going to be imprisoned there for like the rest of your life.
Yeah, and you can't leave there. They didn't let,
It's like,
and that's kind of like what we're doing now. We're in quarantine, right? It's hard for us to leave because everything's closed down and they, don't let you go anywhere, right? That's not cool.
Hey, Auntie.
Yes.
Which part of Hawaii are you in?
I live on the big island of Hawaii. I'm not anywhere near Oahu.
You're not in Oahu. You're not in Maui.
I'm on the big island of Hawaii.
So you live in just Hawaii.
Yes, I do.
I wish I could come visit you, but I can't.
You know what? One of these days you just might come visit me. Or the next time you guys go to Oahu, I might come visit you.
And also, what if little one meets with us?
Wouldn't that be fun?
For picnic.
yeah.
How about we do this? The next time I come to California, all of us will get together.
Yeah.
Yeah? And we can have some fun. You want to have some
Maybe
fun?
play some disc throwing and all that? Yeah.
Yes, and then I'll sing It's a Small World for you in person.
Should we go to like a beach, a park?
I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll talk to your parents about that. So, being as you guys were very honest with me, thank you for being very honest about not being able to practice your helu or your Hawaiian words.
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
I practiced my Hawaiian. I practiced the song though.
Did you practice the mele
Yeah.
pi'a?
No.
Do you want to do that right now?
No.
Yes.
No. Yes.
I think we should do it right now.
Yes.
Let me go.
No. Yes.
Let me go get to the music.
Let's do that right now.
About 2 days ago, I got this.
What happened? What'd you do?
I burned myself with the toaster oven. By accident.
Oh, you got to be careful. That's why they have pot holders and oven mitts.
Actually, I had to use.
Aunty Pua,
Yes, little one?
when I went to the Iolani Palace for my first time, there's this really rude boy in the room where Queen Liliuokalani was imprisoned. He was like touching everything, and he was really loud.
Well, sometimes parents don't know how to control their kids out in public like that.
The parents was trying to make him stop.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard. Like I said, sometimes parents don't know how to control kids like that, and it's hard. And we live in a world where we have so many different personalities. Everybody's different, right? So, yeah, it might seem rude to you, but maybe he didn't know how to. And I know sometimes it's hard, and you want to be frustrated, and you're like, hey, you're not supposed to act like that. But sometimes kids don't know how to, and sometimes parents don't know how to get them to calm down because maybe he had a different issue. When I was in high school, I used to work with the special education kids, the kids that have some challenges. A lot of them had ADD or Down syndrome, or some of them were autistic. And some of them, they just learn differently. Their brains work differently. That was the only difference. And sometimes you had those same problems where it's hard for them to control their emotions and their actions because of the challenges they have inside their brain. Their brain just works differently. And everybody's a little bit different, right? So sometimes it's tough. It's tough because you're like, hey, dude, you're not supposed to act like that. But at the same time, some people they can't control it. And I learned a lot when I worked with the special education kids, and they're just like everybody else in the way they care about things and things like that. But they have some challenges inside their brain. Their brains just work a little different. And hopefully that kid will learn when he gets a little older. Yes, Carly?
Is William?
Oh, Will, did you have a question, Will?
Can we get on with what we were about to do?
No.
Instead of talk.
No.
Dang.
You're in Auntie's classroom. Actually, we're gonna do our mele piapa, okay? And little one's learning this on the ukulele. Huh?
Are we doing the vamp twice or once?
We will do the vamp once, okay?
Okay.
We'll do vamp once, and then we're gonna get right into it and sing loud and proud. All right, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my kako ipa api apa a e I o e ke la o pi le a le ko pina oya kapi apa. Let's do a e o u again in 4, 3, 2, and 1. A e I o u e ke la o pi le a le ko pina oya kapi apa. That was wonderful. I love it. And bam, and bam, and dum, dum, boom. That was wonderful. And let me tell you something, little one. You are coming along with that ukulele. You got something sparkly over there. What you got over there? What did you pick up over there? What you got there, Will?
I just found this on my mom's dresser, and I don't know what it is. Some kind of diamond thing.
Oh, so maybe you should put it back on your mom's dresser.
Well, I found it like on the ground.
Oh, maybe you should just put it on the dresser. If it doesn't belong to you, don't put it on
I
top
kind of
of
want
it.
to learn how to play the ukulele. I want to learn how to play the flute.
One of these days, we will do that, okay?
Okay. Maybe
Okay.
Mom should buy us our own ukulele.
Well, you have to earn them, right? You have to
No,
earn
Mom
them.
already has one ukulele.
My
that we
mom,
lost.
this is the story of how I got my first uke. So we were at the uke store, and I kept on coming back to this one uke. It was like a teal concert. I think it's the concert or a soprano, and it had a shark, and so I kept on coming back to it. And so my mom said, "You want to get it?" So I got it. And then a few years later, she says, "If you show us that you want to keep on playing, then we'll get you a better uke."
Right on. Well, look at you. You have a better uke now, huh? It's fancy. Fancy ukulele.
Mother of pearl.
It is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And Carly, maybe one day soon, we'll talk about it with your mom and dad.
Yeah.
One of these days. And so, you know what? Since you guys are being so awesome, except for Will, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Will. You're always an awesome kid. So, you want to do "You Are My Sunshine" again?
Dang it! I forget the chords.
That's okay. I'll get you those too.
Okay.
So
Are we doing a story next
I
week?
just need to see the fretboard.
Okay, it's pretty easy. It's just C, C7, F, and C, and G7. That's all we're. It's
Okay.
F, C, C7, and G7. It's super easy.
I think I remember.
Here, I'm gonna turn off my my background so you could see it better. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go there. Now, Carly, you know the song "You Are My Sunshine," right?
Yeah, sort
So
of.
let's sing it. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy.
Skies are gray.
You'll never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I know we only went over this once in ʻŌlelo Hawaii, but we'll do some more. Like next week, we'll learn this better, okay? But I'll do it in ʻŌlelo Hawaii, and if you remember the words, you can sing along with me. If not, we'll learn it again next week either way, okay? In 4, 3, 2, 1. O'oi ho'okahi, hula hula li, uho'oha'oli, halilea. Ai hele aku mai, e aloha no ya'o. Please don't take my sunshine away. Fancy, she's got the down. She's got it down. Got it down. All right, my keikis. I know this one was a little bit shorter than previous weeks, but that's okay. It's quite okay. I guess what? I remember how you know how I talk about we have to take care of our kuleana, right? You all have kuleana at home. You have kuleana at school. You have kuleana with your families. I have kuleana too. Not only is my kuleana to come every week and be with you guys and do Keiki time, I have to take care of a garden and my house, and I have to clean my room and do things like laundry and vacuuming. But I'm going to be working in my garden today because I'm going to be growing some more plants.
Which one?
Actually, I'm preparing a plot. I have to turn over the soil, which means I'm going to be digging. Boom, dig, 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 dig. I'm preparing we call it turning the soil. You literally turn the soil. You dig in and you flip it over. Turn it and flip it over because tomorrow I'm going to be putting kalo in the ground. Remember we talked about kalo? Remember?
No,
kalo
I
is
don't know what
taro.
kalo is. What about the numbers?
You've had poi, right?
Yeah.
Taro.
What about our Hawaiian numbers? Aren't we supposed to practice those?
You want to practice your Hawaiian numbers?
Yeah. No. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, anything to make this longer.
Oh, my kids, I love you guys so much. You guys are the best. You guys are the
I wish this was
absolute
every day.
best. All righty.
Let's do the Hawaiian numbers.
Let's do our Hawaiian numbers. We'll do
anything to make this longer.
We will do, let's see, is it number 10? 10 better? Yes. All righty, I'm pulling them up right now, but we wanna, let's go over our, whoops, hold up, computer problems. Sometimes that happens, right?
Yep.
So let's put this right here, and then we will, boom, we'll run over that again. Da, 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 all right, Keiki, I'm going to share my screen one more time. We're going to get to some numbers.
Yay!
All right.
Yay.
So, say them with me. Ekahi.
Ekahi.
Elua.
Elua.
Ekolu.
Ekolu.
Eha.
Eha.
Elima.
Elima.
Eono.
Eono.
Ehiku.
Ehiku.
Evalu.
Evalu.
Eiva.
Eiva.
Umi.
Umi.
All right, now let's do, remember we were doing our umi numbers from 11 to 19.
Umi kumakaki.
Perfect, Will. All right. Umi
Umi
kuma
kuma
lua.
lua.
Umi kuma kolu.
Kolu.
Wait, Kolu.
Umi kuma ha.
Kuma ha.
Umi kuma lima.
Lima.
Umi
kuma
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 ono.
ono.
Umi
kuma
kuma hiku. Imi kuma valu. Umi kuma iva.
Iva.
Okay, and 20 is Eva Kalua. Eva Kalua. That means 20, 2020. And again, I did give you guys this chart. Your parents should have this chart. If they don't, I'll send it to them again.
What's the kuma for?
Kuma
It's
means
the
to like,
connector.
it's the connector, exactly. It brings them together. So
It's like if you don't have a space in the sentence, it's just one long word.
yes, actually it is one long word, but I put it in this chart so that you could see how easy it is to count past 10. Once you get 10 down and up to 20, everything is easy, right? Like here's our 20s. You start with your 20, Iva Kalua, Kuma, meaning with and adding to, right? Kahi, so that's
Kahi.
21. And so all of your 20s are going to start with Iva Kalua. And it's always going to say Kuma. And then you just do your numbers. Kahilua kolua, lima ono hiku valu iwa.
I already forgot what's 100.
That's okay. It's right over here. Down at the bottom right there, you see the words Ho'okahi haneli?
Yep.
Pretty easy. So with that chart and your 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, super easy. Because when you get to 30,
Is there a song for these numbers?
There was a song, and I think you can find it on YouTube, but it's not a song that I used. It's kind of new, that's why. When we were little kids, we used to have another song, and I totally forgot it, and I can't find it anywhere. But hey, maybe we should start a song. You want to make a song? We should make a song.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Maybe not right now, because remember, like I said, I have kuleana. Our kuleana is our responsibility, and I have to take care of my kuleana as well.
If you want to get it done now, we can end now.
You're so funny, Will. All right, so what we're going to do?
To be longer.
I know. I wish I could too. But you know what, little one? Like I told you when we were talking about the ukulele kind of stuff, I told your mom, if you ever want to hit me up, tell your mom and she'll hit me up and we could go over some ukulele kind of stuff. And Will and Carly, same for you. If you guys ever get like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, I want to hit up Aunty Pua. You know, Aunty Pua is always here for you guys, right?
We should do a Zoom with just me, you, and little one time.
Maybe one time. Okay, maybe one time. But anyways, Keiki, I want to thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me every day. And well, every week, should I say, not every day. But
I wish it was every day.
I wish it was every day. I wish it was too.
Can you see us?
Every week I look forward to Monday for this, and then I'm like, oh, it's just Monday.
Yeah. Well, so let's get to where we were. Hold on. We're going to end this up
What are we doing next week?
That face, Carly.
Next week, I am thinking about doing a little story about another princess. Actually, she was a queen at one time, Queen Emma. We'll do that, but I'm thinking about doing that and having a story too, but that depends on you guys.
I went to Queen Emma Summer Palace.
You did? I want to do a little story on Queen Emma too, talk about her life just like we did with Kaʻiulani. But it depends on you.
Queen Kaʻiulani.
I don't know. See, because everybody knows about Queen Kaʻiulani's life, right? And some of our other wahine, some people don't know about her. Like Princess Kaʻiulani, even though that movie came out, that Disney did that movie, a lot of the information in that movie was wrong. It was a good movie. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
A lot of the information in the movie was wrong. That's why I said, well, let's talk about her, right?
Look, do you see my sister's face?
I do see your sister's face.
What's wrong, Carlo? Are you making that face? Nothing. It's my normal face. Is it? Yeah.
All right, Keiki, let's focus real quick. Let's focus really quick. We're going to just review what we were doing today. And say it with me. A'ohe malama,
A'ohe malama,
pau I kaʻiole.
pau I kaʻiole.
If you don't take care of your possessions, they'll be taken by the rats.
The rat.
And our vavai, our bye-bye today. Imi na'uau. Can you say that? Imi na'uau.
Noʻeau.
That means to seek wisdom. That is something you should be doing every day. I know it's kind of hard when you're distracted with things like YouTube and your iPads, but that's a way to get knowledge.
Hey. Oh, if you could hear my mom, she's just laughing her head off.
That's
Because they have
good.
ukulele friends.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're having their Zoom. They're having their Zoom. Well, anyways, here's my email address. And if you have any questions, concerns, any kind of needs, I will definitely respond at pualilia@gmail.com. I want to thank you guys for coming. Mahalo nui. You guys are the best in the whole wide world. And you guys have a good week. We'll talk in between, okay, Keiki? And until then,
Mahalo.
mahalo. And remember your aloha.
Mahalo.
Always remember your aloha.
Mahalo.
Ahui ho, Keiki.
Allah.